Welcome to Lakeside Nature Center. My name is Jackie Blessington. I'm one of the staff members here at Lakeside Nature Center, and this is my friend Storm, one of our animal ambassadors. Storm is a great horned owl, in case you guys didn't know, and is one of our rescues from last year. A little more to come about that. Here at the Nature Center, we are free to the public. You guys can come visit us Tuesday through Sunday from 9 to 4. We also have hiking trails here at the center that are open from dawn to dusk. Several things that we do have here at the center are a bunch of animal habitats and displays where we exhibit native Missouri wildlife. The center is also responsible for things like education programming. Maybe your school or your scout group would like to have us come out and do a wildlife program for you, or you could come on site and we can do a badge program. These programs are fee-based, but we also have events throughout the year where our friends of Lakeside Nature Center, our support group, host events here at Lakeside. Now, in case you guys didn't know, Lakeside Nature Center is in the heart of Swope Park, and we are owned and operated by Kansas City Parks and Recreation. Another big thing that we do here at the Nature Center is with our wildlife hospital. Things that we specialize in are the rescue, rehabilitation, and release of native Missouri wildlife. I have to emphasize native Missouri wildlife. We don't take pets, we don't take cats and dogs, nor do we take things like your pet turtles, like red-eared sliders. Even though red-eared sliders are native to Missouri, if it's your pet, we don't take it here at the hospital. I would also like to say that we can't take animals from Kansas. Because of our permit process, we can only take animals from Missouri. But our partners, Operation Wildlife over in Linwood, Kansas, they specialize in Kansas wildlife. So if you have issues with injured or potentially orphaned Kansas animals, please take them to Operation Wildlife. To learn a little bit more about what we do in the hospital and how we help native Missouri wildlife, let's take a look and go inside. I mentioned earlier that the Nature Center is only open Tuesday through Sunday to the public for visiting. However, our wildlife hospital is open every day from 9 to approximately 4:30. A big part of helping native Missouri wildlife is the actual rescue side of it, and recognizing if an animal is in need, whether it's injured or if it is potentially orphaned. You'll come to our front doors here at the hospital, you ring the buzzer, we'll let somebody in, and you'll be greeted by one of our staff members or volunteers to gather more information. Now, many of you actually can probably do the rescue yourself, and we can talk you through how to handle some of these other animals, whether it's a baby, an adult possum, or an adult hawk. We can talk you through a lot of it. But there are a lot of animal control agencies out there that will assist you as well. Our partners, Kansas City Pet Project, right across the street from here, actually does assistance in the Kansas City metro area, whether it's south side of the river or north side of the river. Many other animal control agencies bring injured orphaned wildlife to us as well. It might be Grandview, Belton, Lee Summit, Independence, or even Blue Springs. Now, once you get the animal here and we do an intake and assessment, we make a decision on whether or not the animal is going to stay. We always tell people, if you're not sure if the animal is injured or orphaned, go ahead and bring it on in. We'll do a check over on it, and then we'll make the decision if it should stay, or it might possibly go right back home with you. This is my friend Darwin. He's a screech owl. A lot of people think he's a baby, but he's actually an adult. He was rescued about 8 years ago, and he's been with us as an ambassador since then. All right, tell you what, Darwin and I are going to take you inside and we're going to show you a little bit of our hospital and talk about the rehabilitation process. So once animals do come into Lakeside Nature Center, the rehabilitation aspect then comes into play. Staff members are trained to do health assessments on animals to determine if they have life-threatening injuries that need stabilization or just some supplemental care. Or in many cases, are they babies that need to be raised before they can be released back into the wild? Now here at the center, we don't have a lot of capabilities to do things like x-rays and surgeries, but we have several partners that we truly appreciate for all the assistance they give to us. Dr. Entrican and Dr. Exline at Kansas City Veterinary Clinic do a lot of x-rays and surgeries for us, and we want to send a special shout out to them. And Dr. Keel with Keel Ophthalmology Clinic She does a lot of some of the eye surgeries for us as well. We also go across the state to a wild bird sanctuary in St. Louis, who helps us with some of our specialty species like chimney swifts or swallows or even cedar waxwings. We get a lot of those babies in too. But for example, babies that are really small require lots of care. Look at this little tyke. This little guy, he is a gray squirrel. He came in just today, and he's somewhere between 2 and 3 weeks old. He would still be with mom, and he needs a lot of care. So between the staff here at Lakeside Nature Center and some of our partners, we're going to make sure this guy gets the care that he needs so that he can ultimately be released back to the wild. So the last component to the rescue, rehabilitation, of course, the best part of it is the release. Unfortunately, not all the animals do get to be released because of the injuries that they might have or condition that they come in. This is Hootie. He's a barred owl. He's one of our ambassadors. He's actually 25 years old and has been with us since he was just a little guy. His nest fell out of the tree. He and his siblings came in. His siblings got to go back out to the wild, which was an amazing aspect of that release side of it. Hootie unfortunately had some issues with his eyes and couldn't see very good. There was a concern that maybe he wouldn't thrive in the wild. So he's been with us here as an ambassador since that time. We hope though that you guys take an opportunity to check out wildlife in your own backyards or on some of the trails that you might be hiking. Make sure everybody looks healthy. You don't find an abandoned animal out there. If you do, and you're in Missouri, you can bring them here to Lakeside Nature Center. And hopefully you'll take time to actually visit the center as well. Take a part in some of our hiking trails out here. This is just going to be the beginning of a multiple video series that we want to share with you guys about how to keep babies out with their moms. Reuniting is one of the best things that we can do for baby wildlife. Moms know what they're doing so much better than we do. So stay tuned, watch for more series, and we hope to see you soon here at the Nature Center.